Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. I am still sick, but gonna try my best to finish up to Psalm 65 today. Let me share. Excuse me. Let me share my screen so you know I'm not making crap up. So just give me a minute here. Mm. Alright, make sure you can see this. Alrighty. So yeah, we're still in Psalms, and we will be in Psalms for a while. There's 150 something Psalms, so yeah. Uh, alright. Excuse me. Here we go. Um, Psalm 58, verse 1. Do you rulers indeed speak justly? Do you judge people with equity? No, in your heart you devise injustice, and your hands mete out violence on the earth. Jesus, David, kind of harsh, don't you think? And yeah, this is a Psalm of David. Um, excuse me. And aren't you included in the rulers of the earth? So, aren't you included in meting out violence? Well, yeah, you are, because you're a man of war. That is ostensibly why you couldn't build God's temple. But we're just going to ignore that, aren't we? Alrighty, verse 3. Even from birth, the wicked go astray. Really? Even from birth, the wicked go astray. Don't know if you know this or not, but babies can't do much of anything except sleep and eat and poop and pee. That's about it. From the womb, they are wayward, spreading lies. No, babies can't talk. No wonder Christians who take this stuff literally, no wonder they're so messed up in the head. Verse 4. Their venom is like the venom of a snake, like that of a cobra that has stopped its ears, that will not heed the tune of the charmer, however skillful the enchanter may be. Okay, I have no fucking clue what that's supposed to be talking about. About how skillful the enchanter may be, that makes no goddamn sense to me. If it makes any sense to anybody else, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to know. Of course, something may be lost in translation. Verse 6. Break the teeth in their mouths, O God. Lord, tear out the fangs of those lions. Let them vanish like water that excuse me, let them vanish like water that flows away. When they draw the bow, let their arrows fall. Uh, okay. Um, I have no idea what he's on about. I really don't know. Verse 8. May they be like a slug that melts away as it moves along. To my knowledge, slugs don't melt away as they move along. Like a stillborn child that never sees the sun. Verse 9. Before your pots can feel the heat of the thorns, whether they be green or dry, the wicked will be swept away. I this is there has got to be a translation issue. That's all I gotta say. There's got to be some kind of a translation issue. Alright, let's get back to where I was. Okay, verse 10. The righteous will be glad when they are avenged. Alright, that makes more sense. Um, don't know why. You would think the righteous would, be hoping they didn't go through whatever they wanted avenged in the first place, but whatever. When they dip their feet in the blood of the wicked, that is disturbing. That's the least I can say about that. That is disturbing. Verse 11. Then the people will say, surely the righteous still are rewarded. Surely there is a God who judges the earth. No comment. Psalm 59. Deliver me from my enemies, O God. Be my fortress against those who are attacking me. Deliver me from evildoers and save me from those who are after my blood. Okay. Verse 3. See how they lie in wait for me? Fierce men conspire against me. For no offense or sin of mine, Lord. I have done no wrong, yet they are ready to attack me. Arise to help me, look on my plight. Well, David, they might be wanting to attack you because you attacked them first. Have you ever thought of that? Uh, Verse 5. You, Lord God Almighty, you who are the God of Israel. Rouse yourself to punish all the nations. Show no mercy to wicked traitors. Verse 6, they return at evening, snarling like dogs, and prowl about the city. See what they spew from their mouth. The words from their lips are sharp as swords, and they think, who can hear us? But you laugh at them, Lord. You scoff at those nations. You are my strength. I watch for you. You, God, are my fortress, my God on whom I can rely. God will go before me and will let me gloat over those who slander me. Why do you want to gloat? What does that accomplish? What does gloating accomplish? Nothing. That's what it accomplishes. It accomplishes nothing. Verse 11. But do not kill them, Lord our shield, or my people will forget. In your might uproot them and bring them down, for the sins of their mouths, for the words of their lips, let them be caught in their pride, for the curses and lies they utter. Consume them in your wrath, consume them till they are no more. Then it will be known to the ends of the earth that God rules over Jacob. Yeah, might I point out to the Christians that God rules over Jacob. God doesn't rule over all the people of the earth. He just rules over Jacob. Somehow Christians forget that. Moving on, not that I believe there's a God. I don't believe there's a God. That doesn't believe I believe there's that doesn't mean I believe there is no God. I just don't believe there's a God. There is a difference. Learn what words mean and learn how the order of words and sentences changes the meaning. Not for my viewers, I know you know that, but for the Christians out there, it's not so obvious. Verse 14, they return at evening, snarling like dogs, and prowl about the city. They wander about for food, and howl if not satisfied. But I will sing of your strength. In the morning I will sing of your love, for you are my fortress, my refuge in times of trouble. You are my strength. I sing praise to you. You, God, are my fortress, my God on whom I can rely. Psalm 60. Wow, and I may get all the way through Psalm 65. Look at me go. Verse 1, you have rejected us, God, and burst upon us. What is God like a balloon now? Whatever. You have been angry, now restore us. You have shaken the land and torn it open, mended fractures, for it is quaking. You have shown your people desperate times. You have given us wine that makes us stagger. But for those who fear you, you have raised a banner to be unfurled against the bow. Save us and help us with your right hand, that those you love may be delivered. God has spoken from his sanctuary. In triumph, I will parcel out Shechem and measure off the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim is my helmet. Judah is my scepter. Moab is my wash basin. On Edom I toss my sandal. Over Philistia I shout out in triumph. Just a moment. Just one moment. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't want to sneeze in your ear. Alrighty. Moving on. He will bring me to the fortified city. He will lead me to Edom. Is it not you, God? You who have now rejected us and no longer go out with our armies. Give us aid against the enemy, for human help is worthless. With God we will gain the victory, and he will trample down our enemies. Might I add that these people thought that if they won, it was God, and if they lost, they had lost God's favor. So, yeah. Uh, I don't know what to say. Alright, moving on. Psalm 61. Verse 1. Hear my cry, O God, listen to my prayer. From the ends of the earth I call to you. I call as my heart grows faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I, for you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the foe. I long to dwell in your tents forever, and take refuge in the shelter of your wings. For you, God, have heard my vows. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. Sorry. Verse 6, excuse me. Increase the days of the king's life, his years for many generations. May he be enthroned in God's presence forever. Appoint your love and faithfulness to protect him. David, why are you putting yourself in third person? And yes, this is David speaking. That is so pretentious. Let me make sure this is David speaking because I thought I had read it was David speaking. Yeah, of David. Then I will ever sing in praise of your name and fulfill my vows day after day. Psalm 62. Uh, Verse 1. Truly my soul finds rest in God. My salvation comes from him. Truly he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be shaken. How long will you assault me? Low blow, David. Would all of you throw me down? This leaning wall, this tottering fence, surely they intend to topple me from my lofty place. They take delight in lies. With their mouths they bless, but in their hearts they curse. Yes, my soul finds rest in God. My hope comes from him. Truly, he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. My salvation and my honor depend on God. He is my mighty rock, my refuge. Trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your heart to him, for God is our refuge. Sorry, guys. Surely the lowborn are but a breath, the highborn are but a lie. If weighed on a balance, they are nothing. Together they are only a breath. Do not trust in extortion or put vain hope in stolen goods. Though your riches increase, do not set your heart on them. One thing God has spoken, two things I have heard. I think you're hearing things there, David. One thing God spoke. Well, first of all, God is your imagination, so whatever. Power belongs to you, God, and with you, Lord, is unfailing love, and you reward everyone according to what they have done. Note, David says God rewards everyone according to what they have done, not because they have put their faith in Jesus, but because of what they have done. Take note, Christians. Psalm 63. You, God, are my God. Earnestly I seek you. I thirst for you. My whole being longs for you in a dry and parched land where there is no water. I have seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your power and your glory. Because your love is better than life, my lips will glorify you. I will praise you as long as I live, and in your name I will lift up my hands. I will be fully satisfied as with the richest foods. I will I will be fully satisfied as with the richest of foods. Sorry about that. With singing lips, my mouth will praise you. On my bed I remember you. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading right now. I think of you through the watches of the night. Because you are my help, I sing in the shadow of your wings. I cling to you. Your right hand upholds me. Those who want to kill me will be destroyed. They will go down to the depths of the earth. They will be given over to the sword and will become food for jackals. But the king will rejoice in God. All who swear by God will glory in him, while the mouths of liars will be silenced. Note to everybody who lies, the mouths of liars will be silenced. That means you, Greg Locke. That means you, Kenneth Copeland. That means you, Paula White. And every other lying son of a bitch pastor out there. Moving on. I just had to get that in. Psalm 64, verse 1. Hear me, my God, as I voice my complaint. Protect my life from the threat of the enemy. Hide me from the conspiracy of the wicked, from the plots of evildoers. They sharpen their tongues like swords and aim cruel words like deadly arrows. They shoot from ambush at the innocent. They shoot suddenly without fear. They encourage each other in evil plans. They talk about hiding their snares. They say, "Who will see it?" They plot injustice and say, "We have devised a perfect plan." Surely the human mind and heart are cunning. I don't know about that, David. Some are, but some are just plain stupid. Verse 7. But God will shoot them with his arrows. They will suddenly be struck down. He will turn their own tongues against them and bring them to ruin. All who see them will shake their heads in scorn. All people will fear. They will proclaim the works of God and ponder what he has done. The righteous will rejoice in the Lord and take refuge in him. All the upright in heart will glory in him. Psalm 65. Thank goodness. All right, last one, people. Verse 1. Praise awaits you, our God, in Zion. To you our vows will be fulfilled. You who answer prayer, to you all people will come. When we were overwhelmed by sins, you forgave our transgressions. I don't believe in sin, but whatever. Blessed are those you choose and bring near to live in your courts. Exactly. You chose them and you didn't choose others. How is it anybody's fault that you did not choose? Verse 4. Blessed are those you choose and bring near to live in your courts. Sorry for the uh, repetition. We are filled with the good things of your house, of your holy temple. Verse 5, you answer us with awesome and righteous deeds. God, our Savior, the hope of all the ends of the earth and of the farthest seas, who formed the mountains by your power, having armed yourself with strength, who stilled the roaring of the seas, the roaring of the waves, and the turmoil of the nations. The whole earth is filled with awe at your wonders. Where morning dawns, where evening fades, you call forth songs of joy. You care for the land and water it. No, not even. You enrich it abundantly. The streams of God are filled with water to provide the people with grain, for so you have ordained it. Excuse me. You, excuse me. You drench its furrows and level its ridges. You soften it with showers and bless its crops. You crown the year with your bounty, and your carts overflow with abundance. The grasslands of the wilderness overflow. The hills are clothed with gladness. The meadows are covered with flocks, and the valleys are mantled with grain. They shout for joy. And thank goodness we're done because I'm getting stuffy. Alrighty, so yeah, uh, not a whole lot to go in there except to say, God does not always water the earth. Not that I believe there's a God, but we'll leave that alone. Assuming there's a God, no, God does not water the whole earth. Okay? Don't be stupid. And with that, I shall leave you. Oh, sorry. Like I said, I'm still sick. Alrighty. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. If you can, please support the channel. And I'll see you later. Toodaloo.